What's good, YouTube? This is Dougie back with another video. Today we're gonna be doing another video on the cheaters. You feel me? So, you know, as much as I hate cheaters, I hope you hate cheaters too. Because one day, they're gonna catch a disease that they can't get rid of. And it's sad that some of them catch diseases that they can't get rid of, and they still go back to their significant other and and have unprotected sex. That is foul to me. Anybody giving people diseases out here, you is foul, bro. I don't care what it is, bro. It could be the most simplest, like chlamydia. Like regardless of the case, you foul. That is it. Like I don't care what nobody talking about. Like I didn't learn my lesson once with somebody that I was in a relationship with, and this shit was foul. Like it is what it is, though. I got rid of what I had, and I'm just playing it safe now. I ain't going in shit unprotected. You got me fucked up. But we gonna go in here and get into this video, see what it's gonna be about.
The guy caught his girlfriend cheating. Instead of flipping out, he did something surprisingly unexpected. I really love the internet and especially social media. It's why we are able to hear about all these cool stories from other people, stories that you would not hear about otherwise.
I don't know about cool, but these are guys basically not like acting irrational when they find their female cheating.
Unless they get written up in a book or something. Like this story of the guy who caught his girlfriend cheating. But instead of flipping out, as most guys would in this situation, he did something surprisingly unexpected. Any idea? Let me tell you what he did. Dustin Holloway. So, the guy's name is Dustin Holloway, and he is a pretty ordinary 23-year-old guy from Emory, Texas. He works at a local construction company as a superintendent, has a nice place, and is fairly happy with his life. Something happened, though, that made him change his Facebook status in an instant, but not after posting something that led to an outpouring of support. Dustin and his girlfriend had been dating for a while and got on well. At least, that is what Dustin thought. They had moved in together, and Dustin posted pictures regularly about stuff they did together, places they went, people they met. They seemed like a happy couple together, always smiling at the camera. His girl was a lovely blonde with pretty gray eyes, and in most pictures, she seemed genuinely happy to be standing next to her guy, arms.
I feel like the blonde kind of, as they say, blondes are blondes.
And quite in love. A good match, although some of Dustin's friends thought that he was maybe too good for her. She was a nice girl for sure, but they thought Dustin could do better. But love is love, and being completely smitten, Dustin did not consider leaving her for one moment, until something happened. Something Dustin would share with the world, and that would change his own world for good. One night, Dustin came home late from a long weekend shift at work. He had the evening duty that Saturday, something he did regularly, and those days he would come home long after dark. His girlfriend was used to it, and would entertain herself those evenings. She understood Dustin's work had irregular hours, so did not complain. However, what she did do one night, Dustin never expected. Have you ever been cheated on? Then you know the feeling. The moment you realize your loved one had been getting it on with someone else is a horrible moment when your stomach sinks and you feel like punching something or crying really hard. Breakups are hard to begin with, but a breakup because of infidelity is extra hard to take. Dustin had not known the feeling yet, though, and he had no idea how he would react. But he would soon find out, because that night when he came home, he found his girlfriend in bed with another man. He walked into his bedroom, seeing his girl in bed next to a guy with no shirt. It was obvious this was not just a sleepover, as both had messy hair, and the sheets were all crumpled up around them. As you can imagine, Dustin was shocked. Both his girlfriend and the stranger were fast asleep, and had no idea Dustin was standing next to them. He took a good look at the two and was disgusted. Both seemed super drunk.
Would have been too.
as a skunk, Dustin would later say, and seemed to simply have passed out after the act. He quickly drew his conclusions and anger started to bubble up inside of him. So, what would you do in a moment like this? Dustin confessed he felt a strong urge to kick the guys behind, but he held himself back. Taking a deep breath, he calmed himself down a bit and remembered something he always said, that good men deserve good women. Obviously, his girl was not a good woman here. She had clearly cheated on him. But that did not mean he would have to stop being a good man and lower himself to her level. So he did something surprisingly unexpected. He pulled out his smartphone, took a step back, and aimed the camera so that both the passed out couple in his bed and his own face were in the picture. And then he snapped. Not as in he went berserk, but as in he snapped a few pictures. Unlike on most of his other Facebook pictures, Dustin did not have a broad smile on his face in these images, but looked a bit down, as can be imagined. In the background, you see the bedsheets with the couple under it, still completely unaware they were photobombing Dustin's curious selfies here. After the photo shoot, Dustin shook his girlfriend by the shoulder. He wanted to confront her, and at least ask her if he was supposed to sleep in the spare bedroom now, and perhaps what the guy next to her would prefer for breakfast the next day. But she could not be woken up. It was like she was in a...
Funny is Oh, that's one sarcastic remark. So do I just sleep in the spare bedroom and get you something for breakfast? Well, you guys, breakfast in bed. Don't worry.
Where Dustin eventually slept that night, we don't know. But we do know what Dustin did the next day. On that Monday, April 24th, he took the pictures together with some images of their happier times together and loaded them up on Facebook. He wrote under it, "When you come home to another man in your bed with the one you loved," as well as, "Good men deserve good women." Clearly, Dustin had been the bigger man here, keeping his calm, and instead of getting aggressive, he had bided his time to be able to publicly shame his girlfriend and the guy that she had cheated with. The post hit like a bomb and went viral instantly. So many people were stunned at how Dustin had reacted. Most confessed they would not have been able to stay that calm and would have freaked out and definitely gotten angry at the two right then and there. Others gave Dustin words of encouragement and praise, saying how he had been the bigger man, and that surely one day he will find someone who will think the world of him. His post became a complete social media sensation, even making the regular media. Dustin had not expected this much of an impact. He was blown away by all the support from people all over the world, and it was exactly what he needed in this difficult time. Because despite the sudden fame, the fact remained that he had caught his girlfriend cheating. He had changed his Facebook status to single now, and had to face the fact that he was on his own again. Being the one left behind is never nice, especially in a situation like this. But the heartfelt words of all those strangers online gave him the support he needed in this difficult time. Next to the public support, Dustin also received a ton of private messages from many women, by the way. They were all wondering that if Dustin was now single again, if he would go on a date with them. They all thought that Dustin clearly was a great guy, not someone to react violently, but someone who remains calm, cool, and collected in such a miserable situation. A day later, Dustin posted on Facebook again, saying, "I've had thousands of messages from thousands upon thousands of people from all over the world, congratulating me on being a better man and walking away. I have pride and respect, and I am amazed at the way this has turned out. Yesterday, I thought my world fell apart. I was heartbroken to ever witness anything like that, but the amount of support from Facebook and family and friends has been amazing. I want to personally thank each and every one of you. The world ain't as bad as we think. I don't care to be known all over. I could care less. I know good people deserve the best. I'm officially amazed by this, but there is no need in bashing someone when they are down. It was wrong. It did suck, but being the better person is always the best way. The best feeling is when someone appreciates everything about you that someone took for granted." It sure looked like his girlfriend had taken him for granted, but no longer, I'm sure. I wonder how she felt after the pictures of her in that awkward position went viral, but it can't have been good. Perhaps she learned her lesson now, and will never hurt someone that way again. Ray Byford. I'm sure she can relate to how Ray Byford's ex-girlfriend felt after he took revenge on her for cheating on him as well. Ray's plan had been even a bit more elaborate than Dustin's impromptu reaction to the situation, but he had a bit more time to plan it as well.
But this is a good example as to what I mean when I say, like, when you react to breakups. Because, like I said, I've reacted, historically, uncontrollably because my emotions were hurt. But, you know, like sending subliminal messages and shit. But we all learn. We all live and learn. And I feel like now I wouldn't react as I would before. Like, I've just get over it. And I know that I'm a good man, so I just kind of stick to that. Like I kind of, and as well as like I don't need any woman to satisfy my needs or satisfy my happiness because I got self love and I care about myself more than anybody care. So that's how I see it.
Ray had already known for a couple of weeks that his girlfriend was not being true to him. The signs had been getting more and more clear, red flags going up everywhere. She would be texting on her phone with a big smile on her face, but when he asked,
never done this. I've never explained this to anybody. Hey, yo, this is how we get it every day, though.
Over.
Okay, right there, bam. The first thing that comes to my mind.
The video's almost over.
Asked her who she was talking to, she would just say her mother. After knowing for sure, Ray felt like he couldn't be with his girl anymore, who is referred to as Bianca, and decided to end it. The way he ended it, however, and how he confronted her with her cheating and him knowing about it, was just as surprising as the way Dustin had handled it. Ray also posted how it happened online, on YouTube this time, with a full video of the event. The day he did it happened to be Bianca's birthday, and he told her he had a surprise for her when she got home that day. The clip starts with the woman standing outside with a towel as a blindfold in front of her eyes, being led inside the house by Ray. She is wearing her pretty birthday dress and giggles nervously. She is walking slowly so as not to stumble, and is clearly full of expectation about this unexpected surprise. What could a boyfriend have for her to be so secretive? No peeking, he says, and they go through the hallway and kitchen together. Then finally, in the next room, he lets go of her hand, says she can look now, and starts singing Happy Birthday. Bianca slowly lowers the towel off her face. She is looking at the table in front of her, with some balloons floating above it, and what seems to be boxes and containers full of stuff. Her stuff. She looks at him unsure and confused, and yells, "What is going on? Are you packing my stuff?" "Yeah," says Ray, and when she asks why, he says it's because he busted her cheating on him. Bianca is clearly shocked and starts to protest, but what happens next, we will never know, as the video stops right there. Did a screaming match start right then and there, or would Bianca have counted her losses and simply left with her things? It's surely a birthday she will never forget. Give this video a thumbs up if you also think cheating on someone...
I'm not gonna cap. I love the cheating revenges on birthdays because that same hurt that you gave that person, you got that 20 times back. Because this is a day that you expected, that this is going to be such a lovely day, and I'm going to get treated so right by somebody I'm doing so wrong, and the whole time, it's a little snack at the end. Well, at the beginning, because I think that was like the beginning of the whole birthday surprise, things of that sort. But I feel like people completely deserve things like this. And I'm not sad nor mad that they get treated like this on such a day because, the only people that should be getting treated right on their birthday is people doing right. Let's take that back because, there's people that are not in relationships not doing it right. But they deserve, to have a good time on their birthday. But those who are in a relationship doing people in that relationship bogus, then, hey, to each their own. You should deal what you did. But this will conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell so you don't miss any new notifications. Catch you on the next one. Where is it?